Okay, let's get started. And let me close out of these stuff. Okay, where was I? Um, oh yeah. Time to go to the forest. Meep meep.
Get out of my way! I have to save Yona!
Calm down. You cannot prevail if you are blinded with rage.
I can prevail. Blinding rage is fun.
Beware. Beware. The words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man. Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
Mayor stares at Jarek and Wise.
You can speak to me. I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
Mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the forest of myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined that the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words. But before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Yes. Here comes the text-based game.
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm Jarek's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who Jarek had seen and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Jarek and Vice racked their brains, but could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator. It has demolished it utterly.
Well, deal with it, bitch. Irritated, Vice looked skyward, as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to Jarek like a contagion. Wait, Jarek said suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward and with renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... what the hell was it? A sheep? Cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, Jarek's face suddenly lit up. I remember. He said, those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of paper from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at Jarek. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across the lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the death dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to search a disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream. I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his focused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said to no one in particular, as it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. Jarek nodded in agreement. Huh. Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said Jarek, just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that. Silence, cried Weiss. The Grimoire looked at Jarek from Jarek to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Weiss face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization drawing on his face. Oh my god, he said, you're right. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is limitless engine, said Weiss, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, shall we search it out? Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We're as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called, at the departing forms of Jarek and Weiss. We're all counting on you. As Jarek slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? Jarek's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, where the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd be confident they could get in, find an exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed around him. Mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once, he'd been forced to steady himself on a rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Weiss was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging Jarek to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Weiss muttered something about legless turtles being more adept at navigating the environment, Jarek snapped. Okay, Weiss, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. Jarek leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big? He muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared out at a volume that rattled his teeth. Jarek slapped his hand over his ears and screamed to be heard. Weiss, what's going on? Jarek could see Weiss' mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then, just as Jarek's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed his hands from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Sound effects. What the hell is woo-woo-wooma? As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, Jarek began detecting patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't calling out. They were asking a question. One, with it is lacking. Two, with it's ideal. Three, with it is dangerous. What is it? On my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, I feel sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave you to the answer. One, with it is lacking. Two, with it is ideal. Three, with it is dangerous. What is it? Something that's ideal with two people, but dangerous with three. Oh, it's a seesaw. Weiss' mouth flew open, but before he could say anything, the words suddenly shifted. When Jarek came to, he was once again surrounded by the sounds of insects. The cries of insects were creating words. Words that he has heard somewhere before. One with it is lacking, two with it... On my page is... Okay, it's the same thing again. Inwardly furious with Weiss left the task at him, Jarek sighed and gave only answer that made sense. It's a secret, right? The sounds of the insects stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before Jarek like a rippling wave opening a new path. These forest arthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with glee. Pleased at passing the test, Jarek moved on with intensity. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Jarek said after a bit. Vice spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of the forest for some happy pet you can subtly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Vice finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing the clear forest spring. Smiling, Jarek picked up a small rock and sent a skipping stone in the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Vice. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the springs, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. I enter through the window, but break no glass. The night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. Jarek gritted his teeth and tried not to reach out to strangle his companion. He's right, after all. This one's pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the springs. Sunlight filtering through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Vice softly, I've never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried Jarek, awaking Vice from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Vice saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Vice? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? Jarek walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began Jarek, but before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. What am I? Jarek tried to ask the cloaked man who he was, but he was and what he was doing there, but simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Vice, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said Jarek. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but at the end of the night with 3. What am I? A man. Mist dissolved from the cloaked figure and spoke the single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garments aside, revealing his true identity. You're the mayor, cried Jarek. The small man slowly shook his head. I'm not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago, I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry? What's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heels and slammed the door behind him. As Jarek watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When Jarek and Vice returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang up to his feet and scrambled over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it! You actually made it back! His left hand grasped Jarek's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Wise by the cover and swung him around the air. By the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy that you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Jarek withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the Death Dream seal, he said. At least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as Jarek filled him in on the details. When the tale was done, the 3 of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. Jarek cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rule of this place is futility itself. Jarek and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Continued Vice. It is words that control the Death Dream. Words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the The words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tells us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. The first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. Jarek shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Oh wow, said the mayor in an awed voice. We did. I'm back. He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight from before. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back onto the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at Jarek and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor with a wry smile across his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure, said Weiss. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is a holy tree, he explained, when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village's history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder, muttered Weiss. We should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as sealed verse. Jarek and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seems the goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. I say, mutters Weiss, this is certainly a stroke of luck. As the three of them said their goodbyes, Jarek mentioned the strange man who had given him the third riddle and the mysterious word he had left with him. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, muttered the mayor. What in the world does he mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long time. You know, he said softly, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I've seen you before too. Jarek tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the death dream. It probably doesn't mean anything. Jarek gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? The riddle will prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Dark execution.
Now I can finally... I know.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice. This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Yeah.
Yay, more Zord! I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, but I know it will sound like words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath the stairway in a long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside, I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, and eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say, "My savior." I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is the product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. "Help me," I cry. "For the love of God, help me." Impossibly, I hear the sound of the lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy in a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. "Who are you?" I ask, shaking hands, covering my face. "How have you come to this place?" "I am Grimoire Weiss, and this is Jarek. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together." The one known as Jarek extends his hands and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, as they recognize the staccato sound of heavy rain. "I never thought I'd hear that again," I whisper. "Would that this were not such a terrible storm," said Grimoire Weiss. "Look at your feet." I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles, lapping at my shins. "There's no such... that's so much of it." "Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good of our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope for surviving this place. Time that long forgotten friend made itself known again." I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down dim corridors and proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet, all covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reached out a finger and touched a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away in the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back until the horror dawns upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether a scream or laughter I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness. I find myself opening the door and leaving the most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridor. At the end of the path, the water rises to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. I pray that this is the way out. Eventually, I can stand the sight of the waters no longer, and so turn my eyes upward. My surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging from the faded plastered walls, each depicting a person of the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The styles, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived long, long ago. One subject wears an outfit that's particularly catches my eyes. It is a construct of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with motifs of flowers and birds, while encircling the figure's waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I'm struck by the desire to touch it with my own hands. Yet as I extend a single finger to the painting, I am gripped by the most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warp into shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped in eternity at this place? I cannot let it pass, and so I seize the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside I can just make out a body. Whether or not it is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul is long dead. Scraps of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate designs that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses blocked from view by portraits of each victim and at their pinnacle. Enough, shielding my eyes, I paddled forward through the water. I squint down the dim corridors, proceed south. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with the sounds of rain for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, as well as all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made their homes in their remains. And this is the movement I saw. This one splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem of the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, I gaze lands on the chair upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs prove to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run through the seat up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when their meal began. For if not, it was a simple task to envision the agonizing screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment, though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crimes at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down the corridor and proceed north. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with Jarek and Grimmar Weiss, I slam my body against a thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storms is in retreat. The clouds above us are still dark and foreboding, but to the west, I can see a thin, shimmering sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Asked Weiss. Then you're a woman, madame. I am. I proffered the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something as a surprise, seeing as how I only exist in the form of words. I can see that the one known as Jarek is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter and a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways of the corridor, clearing the smoke for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hear that.
Thank you so much for saving me. I never want to have a dream like that again.
How many more villagers do I have to save? One more? Alright, one more choose your own adventure novel.
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
Ooh, this song. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Vice and Jarek had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
As Vice considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
They are some manner of mirage.
Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. Jarek nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. I love this track. The ancient road in which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid the material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made Jarek lightheaded, his feet hurting. He crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Vice tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said? No joke. This road leads to a city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. Derek glanced at Vice's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. Excuse me. As time passed, Jarek's feet grew more painful, and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We're definitely getting closer, said Vice in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, Jarek lifted his gaze. Suddenly he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried. It's water. Water? Asked Vice. Preposterous, I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us, look. The sunlight is reflecting off of it. Without waiting for a response, Jarek sprang to life and bounded towards the site. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. Jarek closed his eyes and sighed as Vice floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. Jarek shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, eyes wide open again. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right over there. Jarek sprinted off again, leaving Vice with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, Jarek came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up in his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in the search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Vice finally floated up to Jarek and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. Jarek's face clouded. There isn't? There's not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived at the City of Art. Jarek looked up. Stretched out before him was rows of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge. That's what she said, cried Jarek, completely forgetting the heat and the pain in the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up towards the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing more than steel frames. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. "What kind of city is this?" said Jarek. "Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use." The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Grand iron crates with wheels sat silently on steel rails. Beautifully carved works of light of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they have never encountered. The sheer variety of color and styles were staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, Jarek and Weiss eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. Jarek uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled on their right arm. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As Jarek moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of the sculptures. Alighting one of the statue's shoulders, it emitted a brief and beautiful song that took form of words. "Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false one will only speak lies." With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. "Hey, look at that," said Jarek. "They're alive." The triplets bowed low before Jarek. "Please," said Alpha. "You have to get me out of this nightmare. I'm real." "Stop lying," said Beta. He turned to Jarek and threw his hands up in the air. "Alpha's fake. You know, I'm the real one." "What a load of crap," said Gamma. "Beta is fake, everyone knows, and I'm the only real one around here." Their respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state of silence once again enveloped the city. So, one of them always says the truth, the other 2 always lie. "When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing," said Weiss. Jarek furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth, the false ones will only speak lies." God, I love this remix. America. The real one is Beta. The real one is Beta. Though Jarek's voice betrayed a noticeable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Weiss nodding at him. "If Alpha were telling the truth," began Weiss with a dry tone of a lecture, "Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, that theory crumbles. Now let us presume Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with 2 statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma are lies, which lives would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Vice in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as he could before an uncomfortable Jarek pulled him up to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Vice. Have you been to the city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape and shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu, muttered Jarek, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck Jarek during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
That was rough.
Hey, NX.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
Ooh.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
I need 2 more silver ores and a broken antenna. I'm actually gonna use this one. There was once a famous poet in the land to the far east. Now in his twilight years, his ability had withered such that he could no longer craft a single stanza or verse. The poor poet spent every moment racked with sorrow for what had been lost. But one day a monk appeared by his side, gently placed his hand, and imparted the following words. And I can't read because I haven't leveled the weapon up, so... But I am going to use this sword. Go to word edit. And go for faith. And equip the best words.
I simply cannot bear another of these.
No! No, I don't care. There we go. Alright. Weapon's much lighter, so that's good. And I'm a weeb now, so...
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
God damn you.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Whee! Gotta go fast. And 1, 2, 3. Whoop. I like running over the sheep with a giant boar. Alpha would be proud. Hello, Popola.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So, maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Oh, you want a different... Which job should I give you first?
Oh god, Fragile Delivery 3. No, I don't want that.
Come back whenever...
Hey, do you have...
I'll make the time.
I was hoping you could go to the Airy and get an eagle egg for me.
Oh ho. It sounds as if someone is brewing up another batch of medicine for an ailing relation.
I sure am. You're pretty smart, Vicey.
Vice-y?
The Airy is full of shades, so you're the only ones I can ask.
Come on, Vicey. Let's get moving.
Oh, you want a different job? Which job should I give you first? Special delivery, from you to Facade. Sound good? By the way, how'd you even get in that place? I wrote down the client's location on your map, so...
I can't roll. No. Fucking Fragile Delivery quests. As long as I don't get freaking like drop kicked by a deer or fucking anything else, I'll be fine. Puppies. I just literally pushed a puppy outside. It just... Wait. Yeah.
Hey, you can get into Facade, right? I've got a thank you gift I need delivered, and I'm hoping...
No problem.
Great. Oh, and it's kind of fragile, so don't roll around or get knocked over along the way. Just get that to the...
Okay. I don't remember. Let me see.
You want to try your hand at the...
No, the one I just learned was Dark Execution.
This job, Kaine?
Are you serious? Hell no.
Hussies are only good for breaking things anyway.
Maybe I'll start with you.
Not yet. Let's make it to Facade without getting hit by one of the werewolves or one of the wolves out here.
What was that?
It is known as a scorpion. Phylum Arthropoda, subphylum Chelicerata, order Scorpionidae. They are closely related.
God damn it.
Crap.
That did not sound good.
Alright, well,
I think we broke something.
I'm about to have some wolf genocide coming up here right now.
Finishing the delivery now. Let's go back and apologize.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, time to go back and re-get the item. Give me that tail.
Well,
I like how they have like unlimited amounts of them. Yeah, they knew I was coming with something fragile, so. Ah, you
Crap.
fucking scorpion.
That did not sound good.
I
Literally
think
out of
we broke
nowhere.
something.
Well, there is little point in finishing the delivery now. Let's go back and apologize.
Yeah, I guess.
Literally popped out of nowhere. One more silver ore, and then I can go farm the broken antennas, and I can actually upgrade this katana. Which I might do that. After I finish this stupid fucking fragile quest that I keep screwing up. Sweet. I need another 23 broken antennas. Okay. You know what? Screw the fragile thing. I'm gonna go hunt these stuff so I can upgrade my weapon. Ow. Ow.
It seems we have been shut in.
Hey, Tusk. That's going okay. I'm just playing the game. About it. Farming for upgrade materials for my katana. how many of them do I have now already? Okay, so I need another 12 broken antennas. Back inside I go. Nine more. Ow.
Seems we have been shut in.
6 more. Five more. Four more. Three more. Two more. One more. Hold on one second. Alright, let's go upgrade my katana. I did not want to go down the stairs, but the ladder, but whatever. Okay. Come on, brothers. Upgrade my weapon. Hey! Welcome! How are you?
He doesn't talk about Mom as much these days.
Jacob,
Yeah?
can you read me a story?
In a bit, okay? I've got a customer right now. How can I help you? Need some work done on your weapon?
Ooh, I can also upgrade that one. Well, hopefully it wasn't too heavy or inducing over there. Okay, so it requires 5 silver ores and 1 natural rubber. Is all I need. I already got the elaborate machine I need for that one.
Come back soon.
And did the weapon change? Yeah. Kill one by this blade for one poem, and two for two in kind. The likes of which will be splendid than any will be more splendid than any in this world has ever heard. Clinging onto the monk's word, the man waited for the cover of darkness to cut down a man encountered by the roadside. The following day, he wrote the most beautiful poem, instantly reclaiming the fame of the poet had lost. Yeah, it's going pretty well, so just kind of chilling, playing a little bit more of Nier for a little bit before I go do some other things later on later on today. But yeah, you've been working quite hard since you work in the medical field, so take whatever time you can to rest and just take it day by day. What? I didn't hit up, I hit down, game. Let's continue the story then, since I have a slightly more powerful weapon now. You bastard. Excuse me, had to sneeze. Hi, Piggy. Hey. Ow. It's the Meowster.
Excuse me, but have you seen my son?
I don't think so. Why? Is something wrong?
When I got home, I found a note from him that said he was leaving and not to look for him. What if he's left the village? Please, you have to help me. Oh, my son shouldn't be too hard to spot. He wears a very odd hat. You can see it from a mile away.
Okay. If I see him, I'll let him know his father is worried about him.
Ooh, he is up here. Nice. Ow. I was in the middle of grabbing something there, buddy. Wait, where's this taking me to? Okay. You're not kicking me again like you did last time for no reason, buddy. Just because I walked right behind you, you decided to fucking drop kick me and break an item I was carrying.
You're friends with... I haven't...
Hey, are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Have a good night, Maximus. Sleep well.
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back. I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Oh, that's terrible. Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
All right, then I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our anniversary. But now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault.
It probably is all your fault.
Okay, just stay calm. We'll go look for her, all right?
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
If you're ready, come back.
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a round? Or three?
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink.
What is up with everybody in this game going after... Never mind. Not gonna say shit.
Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town. But I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
She done be dead.
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the Shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Well, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Your wife is dead. I'm gonna go tell him the good news. I mean, the bad news. I mean, the news. I'm not surprised. I already knew about half of these story events.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
We didn't, but we got this off a Shade.
Oh no. This is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God. How could this happen to her? This is all my fault.
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because I
think we should give him some time to himself, Vi.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
Dumpling, you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a relief.
Okay, seriously. What's going on?
5 minutes later.
I see. So, you found a Shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling. But I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot! Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Ugh, are you serious right now? Why don't you ever listen to me?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Wait, you're asking me?
You were a douche and ate the apple.
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there. Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Uh-oh. Did I cross...
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did, and I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there, my husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Pardon, but madam, Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Talk for a floating magazine.
I see you finally agree on something.
Sounds like people I know. 1 hour later, really?
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you. Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
Gold digger.
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh, heck, the canal. We need to ask him about the canal.
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh? Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Heavens, that was exhausting.
Telling me.
About it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
I know people like that in real life, sadly.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
Bye, book. Just make sure you bring back some cookies then. Or some alcohol.
Welcome.
You have nothing I want to buy.
Thanks for your...
Today was awesome. Popola made me this huge cake that was really yummy, and everyone in the village has been wishing me a happy birthday. It's fun. I feel like a princess or something. I don't feel sick at all today. In fact, I almost forgot I had this disease, so maybe I can forget about it too and come back home now? No. I'm rolling around at the speed of sound just to try to find a cure for you. Not really at the speed of sound, but...
goodness. It sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Hey, wait!
Huh?
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Oh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, Popola. Popola said you needed something?
Yeah. A favor, actually.
What is it? I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
Okay, I'm gonna say it. Ready?
I'm ready, Yona.
I need you to help my friend.
Your friend?
Yep. I have a friend. And we've been writing each other letters.
Seriously?
A pen pal. How delightful.
So who is this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
He? It's a guy?
Yes, and he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble. And I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Tell me about this guy.
He lives in this really big house down south, and he's super nice, and he's my friend. So you have to help him. Please?
Yona, listen.
Please?
Great. Now what do I do? Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you!
Yay! Time for a meal.
Great. Yona's got a boyfriend.
Is something amiss, lad?
No, it isn't. Shut up.
Alright. Time to go see a meal. That is a lot of shades. I'm gonna kill this guy because I want
these creatures let us dispatch them without complaint. And what would make them appear in this area in the first place? It is hardly what one would call especially fertile ground.
Ow. Come on, do your little wind gust thing. Hey, Equinox. Or Sky. Much better. Oh yeah, the game looks gorgeous as all hell. Compared to the original one, yes. Alright, let's go to Emil's place.
We have been waiting for you, sirs. Please, right this way.
One of the most depressing character story arcs in the game.
Please, wait here.
Waiting's a bitch. Just let me know if any shades show up, okay? There's a keyhole marked darkness here.
I do not like this one bit.
What's the matter, Vice? Scared?
Perhaps we should head back. But...
Hey, where'd Kaine go?
I knew this was a terrible idea. Haunted manors and the like. Oh, why does no one ever listen to me?
It's the Resident Evil Manor all over again. I actually think that's faster. The Resident Evil Manor? Yeah.
What's this? The picture has changed.
It looks like it's in pain. It's kind of scary.
Yes. Come now. Brave faces. Onward and upward, eh?
Shades!
What foul hole did they crawl from?
Ooh. I will actually take that. There he is.
You're a male. Young. Not even 20.
Hi, Emil.
You figured that out from my footsteps?
It's not hard once you know how.
Then I suppose I should tell you about my friend Vice.
I only heard one set of footsteps.
Grimoire Weiss does not strut about like a common land mammal. But enough of this introductory chatter. Let us hear your tale.
My name is Emil. I'm the master of this manor.
So you're the one who sent the letters?
Letters? What are you talking about?
Of course you don't know. Such a thing would be far too simple.
No! Stay back!
Huh?
I'm sorry. It's my eyes.
Anything I look at gets turned to stone. That's why I live with this blindfold.
What a remarkable skill. I've never heard of such a thing.
Anyway, I suppose my butler might know more about the letters you received. This key here can unlock any door in the manor. So if you'd like my assistance...
No, please. Don't trouble yourself. We can get around on our own.
Oh, right. Sure. Well, here's the key then. The butler's quarters are at the far end of the manor. Let me at least give you a map. It's a big place, and I don't want you to get lost.
Vice, what should we do about Kaine?
Leave her. That woman is capable enough on her own.
Jeez, remind me to never get on your bad side.
It's a big place.
What's that?
A butler. Or at least a remarkable likeness of one. I knew this was a trap. Curse my brilliant intuition.
Somebody. Anybody.
Shades!
I got me a thick dictionary again. Blood.
Whoa.
Is that another one? It moves!
What's going on here?
Sir?
What is this?
Oh, this is my butler. He helps me out around the manor. He's a good man at heart, but a bit inflexible. Almost like a statue.
Yes, and I do apologize for that, Master Emile. I doubt he's even human.
We're here because my sister received some letters from this manor.
Yes, I wrote those letters. Please forgive my impertinence. As you may know, Master Emile, deeply pained by his eyes, has shut himself away from the world. He suffers greatly behind that blindfold, and I feel it is my duty to help however I can. I heard tale of the exploits of an emerging hero, and so I sent a letter to you under Master Emile's name. But I received a response from one Miss Yona instead.
Wait, so Yona's pen pal is you?
It is, sir. My letters merely requested that you come to the manor. I meant no ill intent. I believe Yona saw the exchange somewhat differently.
Yeah, sounds like she misunderstood the situation.
Regardless, I am quite pleased to see you here. Long have I dreamed of the day we might be able to do something about Master Emile's eyes.
I see.
Yes, well, I am afraid we, or
at least this lad beside me, is neither hero nor physician, so if you'll excuse us...
Please, we're so close. The cure for Master Emil's condition is located in this very manor.
Then why don't you just go get it?
Alas, the location of the cure has become a den for those abominable shades, and I lack the skill to combat them. I beg of you, defeat the shades and restore Master Emil's sight.
You know this is an impossible task. Why would you ask it of our guests?
Well, we've no more time to waste, so...
It's okay. We'll do it.
See here, lad. This is no time to play the hero.
People need to look out for each other, Vice. Plus, we have to find Kaine anyway.
1,000 thank yous. I owe you a debt that can never be repaid.
I'm really sorry for all the trouble. My butler cares so much for me, but for him to make such outlandish requests...
It's not outlandish when you actually, even though you're some kind of construct or like robot to a degree. Ow.
But hey, at least I can petrify your enemies. That's gotta be some help, right? Can't let you do this on your own. So I'll be right here if you need me. Maybe my eyes can be useful for once.
Blade of Treachery. Okay. Those enemies got stuck at the door over there.
This is it. We should find the cure somewhere nearby.
Bah, I do not like anything about this place.
This book's kind of like you, Vice.
Oh, aren't we clever? as if any mere tome could compare to the wonderment that is grimoire vice. Petrification is a fearsome power indeed.
There's no end to this!
Pages of this infernal book are sharp as knives.
Guess you never learned that trick, huh?
Ow.
Oh no! I can't petrify it!
Heine!
And where have you been,
Lost. Where have you been?
Getting stomped by this thing! Help!
This foe's strength is beyond measure.
What do we do?
I am an arcane text, not some manual of combat. You are supposed to deal with such matters.
You guys run! I'll hold it off while you escape!
Who's this kid?
That's Emil. He's the one who runs this.
Fuck, this book is a real asshole!
She's not innocent.
He's too busy vomiting filth disguised as language.
You guys go! This is my fight! I can't ask you to die for me!
My, aren't we the bold one? And yet I fear that would be a foolish course of action at this juncture.
Besides, we'd never let you do that.
Would you all please just shut the hell up?
What?
I'm just saying, if you bastards want to have a goddamn civilized discussion on the merits of bravery and sacrifice, we can do it later!
Is this your way of encouraging us?
Have we truly sunk to motivational speeches from a woman in her undergarments?
I guess so.
Now!
There we go.
Vice, this is it!
Research report on petrification. Well, well.
There it is, Dark Whirlwind.
Oh no! This passage is written in some kind of code! We went through all this trouble to find it, and now...
Oh look, Jeeves is back.
Please allow me to handle this, Master Emil. I shall put all of my efforts into deconstructing this cipher. No matter how long it takes, I will not fail.
Sebastian...
Ah, so the servant has a name after all.
He's one hell of a butler.
Emil, listen to me.
What is it, Kaine?
Your eyes are not a sin. Don't ever be ashamed of them. They're a vital part of you. Do you understand?
What's this? A shade? How did you...
This arm is an accursed weapon. I thought I would only need it until I had earned my revenge. Once that happened, I figured it was all over. But there's a reason I'm alive, that my arm is alive. And there's a reason for your eyes, too.
Kaine.
But listen, if this shade should ever...
No! Kaine, I promise I'll never give up, Kaine. But you can't give up either.
Well, we're off.
All right.
Hey, so Yona's sick, and she doesn't get out much. Do you think you might be able to send her more letters when you have the time?
I would be delighted, sir.
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for everything.
Take care, Emil. I hope your eyes get better soon.
I saw you exchange some words with that Emil lad earlier. Hopefully it was nothing inappropriate for a young man of his age. Speak the truth, hussy!
Look? Shut up. Yeah, calm down, Vice. We've got our hands on all the sealed verses now.
All that remains is to find this grimoire noir.
Then we can finally save Yona. Yona, you need to lie down.
I know.
It won't be much longer, I promise. I finally collected all of the sealed verses. Now, I just need to find Grimoire Noir.
It sounds dangerous. Will you be okay?
Of course I will.
Is this gonna make me better? Is my cough going to go away?
Definitely. Yona?
You're not gonna hate me because of this, are you?
What are you talking about?
It's just... I don't want you to hate me because of this terrible disease.
Yona, I could never hate you. I'm gonna go see if Popola has more medicine.
I don't know who keeps putting money at my house, but thank you.
Yona's looking weaker and weaker every day.
Yes, but do not lose heart. You are the girl's last remaining hope.
Popola, Yona's cough is getting worse.
Oh, that's not good.
Any chance you could give me some more medicine? Please?
The thing is, I actually just ran out. I hate to ask this, but can you get me some vapor moss? You'll find it growing near the southern gate.
Vapor moss, huh? I'll be right back. Can I ask you?
Sure.
I heard you and Devila used to sing together at the tavern, and I was wondering...
Oh, goodness. Well, yes, it's true we used to sing there, but I haven't done that in some time.
Too busy?
That's part of it. But also, I need a certain drink before I can sing in public. I'm a little shy, if you know what I mean.
Well, that should be no problem, right? It's a tavern after all.
Actually, the stuff I like to drink is pretty rare. Still, they used to order it from the tavern in Seafront from time to time, so you could try asking there.
Okay, this is a side quest I want to do because you get to hear the Song of the Ancients fully played out, and I love that song, so I'm gonna get the Vapor Moss and then also go get that drink because I want to hear that. I'm not sure if this makes me move faster or not, but it feels like it.
Black squirrels in our
Emil. What is it? What happened?
Hurry.
Emil!
Maybe in a little bit.
He doesn't seem to be sick. I think it's just fatigue. I can't imagine how hard it must have been to run all this way without sight.
Are you all right, Emil?
I can see it.
Hey, just take it easy, okay?
The air. It's vibrating. I can feel it behind my eyes. So much pressure. Oh God, there's so many of them. Get out. Get out of the village. The shades are coming.
Huh?
Sounds like they're already here.
Come on, let's go.
Well, I should not have picked up the moss, but oh well. I guess main story goes through.
Damn it! It's not gonna hold! Gah!
The shades are attacking!
I forgot how. Oh, there it is. Magic ability.
The hell's going on?
No time. Get everyone into the library. Please, make sure Yona's safe.
Don't worry. I'll grab her. Just don't get yourself killed, all right?
I won't. Now go, Devila. Hurry! We have to stop them before they destroy the village!
Dispatch these smaller ones as fast as you can.
Shades! Shades in the village!
I'll kill every last one of you!
You whelps are hardly worthy of our steel.
Come on, bring everything you got!
Pathetic. Even in death they disgust me.
Hurry! Hurry!
Yeah, that's Dark Whirlwind.
Get the wounded to the library!
Hey, look, it's the boss from the Nier raid.
Dear God, what is that brute?
I don't know, but we gotta take it down.
Alright, that means I need to switch back to Dark Lands.
The arms are vulnerable when it attacks.
I need to get closer and make him attack.
Find an opening for your attack.
I'm working on it.
Come on. Okay, you guys back here. Will you stop targeting? Fist him. Mmm, tasty.
Okay, that's not good.
The generating shade. How will we even know if our attacks are working?
We'll just have to keep hitting it until we find out. We can climb up from here.
Perhaps its interior is more vulnerable.
So then fire some magic into its mouth.
Look where it's headed.
Like hell it is.
That doesn't look good.
We can't let it get to the library, no matter what.
Ow. Bitch slap him.
This isn't working.
So what do we do?
You guys having a good time? Huh?
Kaine!
Underestimate us at your own peril, fiend.
Keep hitting it. At some point, it's gotta start working.
Is she trying to raise our morale, or is she honestly that insane?
Either one works for me. Let's go!
It's heading toward the library.
No, that's where Yona is.
You're almost there. Keep pushing.
You're gonna die today, shithog!
Shithole. Oh, come now. That's not even a real word.
Looks like you've learned how to swing that thing.
I'm glad you noticed.
That beast will crush you to a paste.
I don't care. I have to save Yona! You really know how to put up a fight, Kaine.
Come on, keep pushing it! You stubborn son of a bitch!
close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Shade's in the library. Yona! Emil, you okay? I can't keep fighting like this.
I have to. There's no other choice. Otherwise, why did I even come here?
Get out of here, Emil!
No! I won't abandon these people now.
Nope. Nope.
Told me once that my eyes had value, and that I shouldn't be ashamed of them. You told me that even a life like mine had purpose. So I won't just sit around and let you fight while I stay behind.
Emil.
Just don't die on me.
I won't, Kaine. Let's take care of these shitholes.
I like it.
We can't let any more shades in here.
He's still alive.
Emil!
Is there no way to kill this infernal thing?
I mean, it's not a Yoko Taro game without tentacles and death, I guess?
Perhaps we could chase it to the basement and seal it there. Those walls are thick rock. I doubt even this beast could break them.
Works for me.
Great. I love basements.
Do it! Knock it down the basement!
Shit!
It's healing too quickly.
Please tell me you have an idea.
Ow. Double fisting.
Give me the key!
Right!
No!
Dear God.
Yuna!
Is that the leader of these creatures?
It's the Shadow Lord.
Stay back, Kaine! Seal the door!
Hey, Cad.
Finally.
Where am I?
It's been a long time, Grimoire Weiss.
Who are you? What is this place?
I am Grimoire Noir. I am you.
What?
Do you not remember, Grimoire Weiss? We two serve a higher purpose.
Enough lies. Stay back.
Why do you try to suppress the memory? Do you fear hurting someone close to you?
Nope.
Preposterous.
This is
Your
the Japanese
denial is
version.
preposterous.
Or
we are
the
mere
original
books
Japanese story.
created to serve the Shadow Lord. You have no right to forsake him.
The Shadow Lord?
Do you remember our ultimate goal?
Our ultimate goal?
White and black shall fuse to one and set free shades to the world.
Fuse? Us? No, I cannot. I will not. I will never!
Your chance encounter with this boy. Your collection of the sealed verses. It was all set in motion by the Shadow Lord himself.
No. Lies.
The time has come for us to create a new and perfect world. We shall become as one, you and I.
Become one.
Vice, you dumbass!
Kai.
Start making sense, you rotten book, or you're gonna be sorry. Maybe I'll rip your pages out one by one, or maybe I'll put you in the goddamn furnace. How can someone with such a big smart brain get hypnotized like a little bitch, huh? Oh, Shadow Lord, I love you, Shadow Lord. Come over here and give Vice a big sloppy kiss, Shadow Lord. Now pull your head out of your goddamn ass and start fucking helping us.
Wow. Peak. Fucking peak acting right there.
Huh? Bitch.
We grimoires exist to create in this
Bitch.
world a new and just paradise.
Such an amazing
Must
freaking starting
unite.
scene.
The world demands it.
Paradise.
And we are so close to realizing it.
Please don't go, Vice.
Who's there?
It's okay. I'll understand. I'll understand if you forget us. But I promise I won't forget you. I'll remember you, no matter what. I'll keep the memory of Grimoire Vice alive forever. And that's not all I'll do. You hear me? I'll chase you to the end of time, and I'll bring you back to us. So Vice, please. Please come back!
Damn it, we need to stop him! If we don't do something, that black book will absorb Vice!
Black. White. Black. White.
Yes, now we shall unite in common purpose. Then the world can finally bear witness to our true power.
Vice! Vice!
Vice. We've got to...
For the last time, my name is Grimoire Vice, and it is not to be abbreviated.
Vice!
Vice!
Good to see you, Kaine. Although I don't think anyone has ever accused me of being a little bitch before. And you, we meet again.
Vice, you okay?
I believe I could ask you the same question right now.
Impossible. We must unite. We must become as one.
I don't like you, and I want nothing to do with you. Besides, I have my companions.
You're back!
Of course, they're weak, and they whine when I leave.
Vice!
It's almost too much trouble, but they are my friends. I shall fight by their side, now and forever.
Vice, thanks.
Song of the Ancients. Completed.
Damn you. Our true memories are still there. How dare you ignore them?
Perhaps
So,
you should have scribbled
sorta
in my
completed?
margins, hmm?
Yeah, it is.
Let us start by dispatching the nearby distractions. I can't use my magic. The fiend has stolen the sealed verses.
I'll get them back, Vice.
Ho, ho! It will take more than that to make us flinch. And you are the last one left, Noir.
Or address me by my proper name, fool!
claimed my powers. Good heavens! The roof is about to collapse! Here it comes! Stay back!
I can't run now. Vice!
No!
You will understand in time.
Yona! Get up!
No!
Give my sister back!
No matter how things unfold, it all returns to us. All of it.
Yona! Yona! Yona!
Are you okay?
Yona!
Is this
No.
blood?
I have a hole through my chest.
And I think we lost.
We?
Sorry, guys. I think this is it. For me, too.
Kaine, no!
Oh, quit crying. Look, before I go, we need to take care of this guy. Emil,
Yeah?
I want you to... I want you to petrify me. You can use me to keep this thing locked away down there.
No! I can't!
Kaine! Stop!
He's right! It's suicide! You can't do it!
Your powers exist to protect others, right?
Kaine!
Just do it, Emil.
But...
If you don't, it's gonna break down this fucking door!
I don't know what to do!
Kaine. No more crying, okay? Grow strong. Never lose hope. Vice.
Spare me the goodbye, hussy. I imagine it will take more than this to kill you.
I doubt it. Wait for me, Yona. Wait for me, Kaine. I swear.
5 years later. Hell yeah, big brother's all grown.
Don't let your guard down. I guess that was a tad obvious. Enough horseplay.
Okie dokie, hun. I'm actually gonna stop after this because I got some things I have planned later on today. Where is it at?
Yet another poor victim.
Damn it. When will this stop? It's dangerous here. You should get back.
Oh, God! Oh, get up, honey. Please. Get up!
Goddamn shades are even attacking the village now.
And armored ones, no less. This village of yours seems to be changing for the worse.
It's all the Shadow Lord's fault. That one day changed everything.
5 long years.
It's been 5 years since they took my sister. I spent every waking moment searching for her, but all I found is heartache and despair. This world is winding down. Between the shades and the black scrawl, There won't be anyone left soon. My life now, and my purpose, is hunting shades. Someday I'll find a clue that will lead me to the Shadow Lord. I believe that. I have to.
Goddamn that voice.
Popola called for you, yes?
Yeah.
We lost a good deal of time with that.
Yeah.
Whoa, you look rough.
I'm fine.
If you say so. By the way, Popola said she had a letter for you or something.
Nah, mine's not that deep. Well, I mean, I don't know. Could be. That bed is too tiny for you, buddy.
I feel confident the child still lives.
Of course she does.
Okay. I am going to cut it here for the day. Well, for a little bit. I'm gonna go work on a couple of things here in real life. And I will be back to continue streaming tonight. Because I am actually interested in playing more of this. But, oh god. Ugh. I need to take a break. 3 hours, not bad. But, I'm gonna go take care of a few errands. And I'll be back later to stream some more. So, I appreciate everybody for dropping by, hanging out, and I will chat with you all later. Have a good weekend.